Okay.
Good afternoon and welcome to the live webinar on My Mission Admission, your gateway to your dream career, course, and college. We are all aware that the economy of the world is changing very fast, and so is the education to manage such change. The world is becoming a global village, and different types of people belonging to different religions, regions, and races have to work together. Managing such diverse type of people requires new skills and techniques of management. Thus, in today's webinar, we are going to discuss about opportunities available after management courses. To put some light on this very important and interesting topic, we have with us the eminent faculty of Global Institute Amritsar, Professor B.D. Sharma. Sir has 14 years of teaching experience. Hello, sir. How are you?
Very fine. I'm very fine.
Welcome to My Mission Admission webinar.
Yes, madam.
Yes, sir. Let us hear it from you now.
Hello, viewers. I'm Professor B.D. Sharma. I have got more than 40 years of teaching experience to management students, to commerce students at an academic college. And when we opened this institute in 2008, I joined there here as a dean academics, and I'm still working for the last 80 years here as a dean academics of Institute of Management, under which we are running MBA course, we are running BBA course, both related to the management side of the course. Yes.
Yes, sir. It is wonderful knowing about you, sir. Let us talk about our topic for today, the management and courses and the opportunities after that.
Okay, let me first of all tell you what is management. The term management stands for basically managing the men. And when we say manage the men tactfully, we call it management. Nowadays, the type of organizations we are having, they are not like the traditional organizations. Earlier, even the ordinary people used to do business. There were not many technicalities, there were not many problems. But with the coming of the modern age, the business has become very complex. It's not now possible to carry on the business without the trained persons who have got specialized knowledge of the various aspects of management. It's not only basic management, it's about your allied disciplines also. One has to be an expert in the various allied disciplines like economics, like math, like statistics, like social areas. And in addition to just the technical knowledge of management, we have to have many other skills in order to be a successful manager. These are your interpersonal skills, your communication skills, your ability to deal with the new situations, your ability to take the decisions, your ability to implement the decisions, then your ability to monitor what is happening, take corrective measures. So all these things have made, compared the modern organizations to recruit the most skilled persons of management. And for that we have got some very good institutions. Ours is like one where we train the individuals in all these areas. We tell them about the case studies, we give them how to write the cases, we tell them how to deal with the situations when they arise, how to implement the decisions. These are the areas where which are required to become successful as a manager or as CEO or as a top person of any organization.
Right. So that means, sir, it is not only the bookish knowledge that you are giving, it is more of a practical approach.
You see, madam, it's like the profession of a doctor. You
Right.
can't prescribe medicines simply on the basis of whatever you have read in the in your books.
That is true. That is true.
Actually, you have to get internship training. You have to work with the doctors. You have to know actual situations, practical situations, and like that. It's not that just by reading the books you can become good manager. You see,
Definitely.
books give you basic ideas. So what is important that we have to give them the practical training, and that too from the faculty which itself has practical experience.
Right.
We have with us the teachers who have worked in the industry, who have worked in the banks. So when they teach in the class, they not only tell them the bookish knowledge, they tell them what they have actually faced in the organizations, what they have actually done in the organizations, how, what different types of decisions they took. So that is important, and we give more emphasis on the practical side of the learning than on the theoretical. So for that, we frequently organize seminars. We frequently organize. We give them case studies. We give them role playing. They play different roles, and they are taught how to take the decisions. And this is the requirement of the modern age. You see,
Definitely.
the modern age has become so complex that unless a person is fully trained in all areas, he cannot be successful. And it's not only that the boys have to do, even the girls are the working as CEOs of banks and multinational companies. And it's not that simply they are first of all they have to get the basic qualification, then practical experience, and then go ahead.
That's true, sir. Because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that any kind of organization, whether it is a company, whether you are working of your own, whether you are working at your home, anything needs good management skills, I believe.
You are perfectly you are right. The question is that as far as the any organization is concerned, we require planning, ac- exact planning. We require organization. We require direction from time to time. We require human resources. So what we do in MBA is we have many specializations. For example, in our college where we are doing MBA, we have specializations in the areas like marketing. We have specialization in finance. We have a specialization in the human resource, IT, strategic management, operations. So then you are fitted to a particular organization where these skills are required. So even that is possible in management. So you have to have the specialization also. Like you see, simple MBBS is not, they go for specializations.
That's true.
Similarly, MBAs also they go for specializations.
Okay. Right. So this you have talked about the management, what the course is all about. So what are the opportunities after, once you have completed a management course?
That's a very good question, madam. I like that question because everybody would ask when they come for a
Definitely.
decision that what
Because
I
that
will.
is exactly, that is the whole crux of the education, that how what is the future scope, how well the students will be placed, after they have completed their education.
You are 100% right, and that's what I am going to answer.
Yes, sir.
You see, for students of management, a number of areas are open. It is your interest that matters. If they want to go in banking, they can go there. They can become investment managers. They can become brand ambassadors. They can work in a real estate. They can work even as managers of hospitals. They can work as managers of the theaters, any area. Because what we teach is not any particular. They are generalists. They are taught how to manage. They can be fitted in any area of their choice. And the best thing is, if they don't want to do anything, they can start their own business. Entrepreneurship is the area where most of them have been very successful because, in addition to the basic theoretical knowledge, they are practically oriented also. They
Right.
have very good communication skills. That is what we do here. They have proper positive attitude. They have many other such qualities like interacting with the people. Then they have knowledge of when we teach them about the various laws operating in the country, the internal environment, the external environment. So they know everything So most of them, if they so want, they can start their own entrepreneur and become entrepreneurs. I think the richest people are those who start their own business.
That's true.
The people who serve, they do not get that much rich as the entrepreneurs they become.
Yeah, it is all depending upon the aptitude of the student, I believe. Some people cannot do a job, and some people cannot, go into their own venture. So I think it is dependent on the aptitude of the student, isn't it?
No, it's not the aptitude only, it is the risk element also, madam.
Yes,
The
yes.
most important thing is we are normally not ready to take the risk.
Very well said, sir.
We want a safe journey. We want protection. We want that we should get fixed salary. The moment we enter into any venture,
Comfort zone.
the moment we enter into any venture, we invest our capital, we invest our money, we invest our everything, and we may not be successful, and we may be trying for a number of times before we successful. So that is the point which normally compels the people to go for jobs and not to try in entrepreneurship.
Right, right. But sir, I believe that if you are well adept with your knowledge, and I think knowledge never goes waste. Some way or the other, you tend to find your way towards success. If you are well knowledgeable, you have that knowledge about your basics. Correct? Is it?
Madam, if you are knowledgeable, the first thing you can do is that you become a lecturer in a college and disseminate that knowledge to the students. And
That's true.
that is one area. And the second area is the industry would welcome you with open hands if you are
That,
knowledgeable. Because what we do here is there are some employability skills which have to be instilled in them. It's not that just your theoretical knowledge plus practical knowledge. You have to have some different types of skills also to be successful, and those interpersonal skills and communication skills, personality development, proper attitude, because unless you have aptitude and attitude, you cannot be successful.
that
So
is
well, if you want to become an entrepreneur, you should be ready to face the challenges of life.
That is true, sir. And even in jobs, if a person is interested in jobs, I think even then these interpersonal skills, communication skills, all these skills are still very important.
You see, when you do management course, you do, for example, MBA. In the initial stage, you are given training. You are maybe that at the lower level you start working. The management would just judge your capability, and if you have good skills with you, the chances of your going to the top, they are very good. And you have to show your talent. Of course, in private sector, they cannot afford to take anybody who is not having the skills. You must have competency, only then you can go ahead
That is
and
true.
you can go at the top of the organization. And there are cases with us that simple MBAs have become CEOs of an organizations.
Exactly. So unless and until you yourself have a drive in yourself to succeed, nothing will help you. That attitude
100%
should
right,
come.
because uh, you
That
see,
attitude should come from within.
while teaching to our students, we tell them one thing, that you have not only to learn the basics, you have to develop yourself also. It's your personal development also that matters. You have to have, for example, there are certain qualities which a person should have. He should be a disciplined person. He should value the time. He should try to finish the work within deadline. These are the things which they require in a private sector. And unless we have these things, if we are careless, we may be very intelligent, we may be very competent, but if we are careless, we don't care about the organization, we are not very dutiful about our duties, we don't care if we are not punctual, then naturally nobody is going to give you any promotion.
That's true, sir. That's true. That means all in the MBA will also help you, to have your all in all development and how you, nurture yourself as a human being.
I personally feel that the people who are doing MBAs, they are coming from various disciplines. We have got engineers with us. Sometimes we have even doctors with us. Sometimes we have persons who have done BSc, BA, and BCom. So it's not that one particular area, because what they are going to learn here is not relating to a particular field. They are going to learn certain things which are going to develop them into a good human being, and they are going to become a successful person after learning these techniques. So that's why people from different disciplines, they come learn these techniques in addition to what they have learned up to graduation level, because as graduates, when they come to us, they are just like raw materials.
Right.
And as a raw material becomes valuable only when it is converted into finished products. So what we do here is we shape them, we polish them, we make them finished products, and make them saleable in the market.
That's true, sir. That's true. So that means MBA can be done by students from any discipline. I mean, like you rightly said, they could be from any discipline, and I believe if they are working together and they're studying together, so of course their circle also increases, their contacts also increase. So all in all, they have a big pool of people working together.
Madam, as you see, we have got people in our institute coming from Nepal, Bhutan, coming from Jammu, Kashmir, Srinagar. You see, when all sit together, they learn how to behave with each other, how they learn the culture of those people.
Exactly.
Their exposure increases. That is a part of their personality that ultimately helps them in becoming global. Wherever they go, they can become as per their culture and become a part of their culture. This is what we teach here. When there are multiplicity of people who are working here from different religions, different races, so that is another thing which they learn together when they sit here.
Right. So that means they become truly global citizens.
Yes, that's right. That's why our name also. Our global institutes, we make them global.
Exactly. So that is wonderful, sir. So, sir, is there anything else that you would like to tell to our viewers?
What I want to say is that they must actually go to the institute where they are to study, because they have to interact with the faculty also. Students who come to us, many a time we ask them, okay, before you actually get admission, you can interact with our faculty, because the soul of an organization is its faculty.
Definitely.
And our faculty is highly competent, highly educated, so they interact with them, and when they are fully satisfied, only then they should go for admission to any institute. So that is my message to the youngsters, that they should not go by the advertisements or by just it's from some recommendation. Must actually come, see the organization, see the environment, interact with the dean, in fact, interact with the director, interact with the staff, and then take the decision and choose the institute. And this we voluntarily do to our students who come for admission.
Thank you so much, sir. It was wonderful talking to you, and I'm sure our students will be highly motivated by your wonderful talk today. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Thank you,
And
madam. Thank you so much.
thank you so
Uh,
much.
it's a privilege you have given to me, and I am thankful to you.
Thank you, sir. And in case the students have any doubt, I will direct them to you if that is okay with you.
No problem, madam.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. And thank you, viewers, for taking out time to view this wonderful webinar on My Mission Admission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Good.